Hey everyone, my name is Mr. Today I'm going to be looking into some details of the new winter update. You can see over here I'm inside of a game that people have described as what the winter update could potentially look like. So I'm going to go ahead, this thing's not really working, and let's go ahead and go take a look around the map. But before I go around the map and do all sorts of random bacon hair things and fly across the map like a cheating Asimo 3089, which isn't really anything new because Asimo literally does that all the time. So let's go ahead and take a look over here on Asimo's Twitter over here. So if you go over here, Asimo has posted a few L's recently. Okay, so yesterday he posted an L, today he posted an L, and Creek and VedDef are all very upset that he's posting L. So that could mean one of a lot of things actually. Asimo definitely did hinted at joining Bacon Hair Army sometime soon. Now also it could mean that there could be something in game that will give everyone a big fat L. And if we go over here to the Abandoned Mode Twitter, you can see over here we have already a picture of what looks like is some form of tunnel, futuristic tunnel, which may look like a Hyperloop tunnel, but who knows. But it has right over here, he's silent, he's thinking, question mark. It has something to do with the winter, and it's a door. So it's a door to something. But there also is a duck. So one crazy theory is that ducks will just start falling out of the sky and there'll be nuclear ducks and something. But what I really think it is maybe some form of a shelter where if you have to dodge a falling object or tornado, you duck, and hence the animal duck, and you basically have to hide and avoid the nuke. But then Asimo said duck might have nothing to do with this. So that could mean that it could just be another criminal base with literally nothing special. But it could also mean that there's some interesting new whatever thingamajigs are going to be here. And here's a statement from Asimo about how big the update is. New update out next week, so probably end of this week, but right before Christmas. That's what he said. There's 2 new vehicles, 2 new map locations, 4 new garage items, and a whole new feature that we will reveal later. And literally everyone is saying codes, leveling, or nukes. So yeah, last year Asimo released a train. So last year people were really skeptical about trains being added to the game, but eventually they did come. So a lot of things that people aren't really too confident about things being added to Jailbreak. Probably things like nukes, planes, and codes and the leveling system. So it's probably one of those things, okay? Although if it's planes, Asimo did say planes are too small, but then with the trains, he said it'll cause a bunch of lag with Roblox and stuff, and then it ended up trains are happening. So who knows exactly what it can be. So Asimo did say 2 new vehicles in the game. So what the 2 new vehicles could possibly be is some sort of a jet or a hovercraft or some form of that water ski. Basically something that can go across the entire river, legit, like a boat, instead of a vehicle going underwater pretending to be a boat like a Tesla or something like that. So that's probably one of the vehicles, a water ski, jet, something like that. The second vehicle is probably some Audi R8 or something, some really expensive car, probably 1 million or more, maybe some ridiculous car or a Tesla Roadster or something. But Asimo likes to be a little bit secret of those things, and he doesn't really add them too early on into the game. I believe there is a test R8 somewhere around here in the jail, maybe over here. And having this high walk speed definitely isn't helping, because I'm literally just getting flung. So remember last year at this time, the train was the new robbery, and Asimo did say he was gonna add robberies every 6 months, so it might be a robbery. But then Asimo has also mentioned that it potentially could not be a robbery at all because there's already enough robberies in here, and he doesn't want people to be rich. Okay, I mean, if you guys couldn't tell already, Asimo doesn't like rich people. So I mean, it kind of makes sense that he wouldn't add any robbery or something like that, because he doesn't like rich Jailbreak players for some whatever stupid reason. I don't know why, but it's just Asimo. And yeah, so here's a winter version of the train, although I highly doubt the train would actually become all white or something really weird like this. I mean, honestly, any of this stuff could be just completely random. And also, if we go over here to Roblox and we search Asimo and try to look at his meshes, so a while ago I believe some Roblox update or something happened, and if we go over here to inventory, you don't see his meshes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get over here and go to a library, meshes, search for Asimo 3089. Okay, so I just said it should recently updated, and Asimo 3089 currently does not have any meshes available. So I'm also gonna check his hide the decals tool account. You can see the only things on there are the ambulance stuff. There's nothing really too new on here. I think Asimo might have another alt, because shortly after Roblox decided to implement that feature, we very quickly figured out that if we type Asimo 3089 in here it would show us all of his meshes, which some of these meshes are very interesting, like Transformer, Creek's mom, tripping, and a bunch of things falling, a bunch of random stuff. Okay, Asimo sometimes goofs around a lot. Okay, so right here there's also this image by one of these leaker guys. I'm not sure if we should actually take this too seriously because this isn't a game with admin. Pretty sure he just made this himself, but I'm pretty sure the update is going to be coming somewhere around December 20th. The new feature, we still have no idea. Asimo might leak it tonight, maybe tomorrow night, maybe whenever the video is already out. He already leaked something else or something like that. So I guess we should just basically just take a look around the map now because most of the stuff is still fairly unknown. All we know is there's going to be some form of new vehicles, and it could be a water ski because this guy over here has predicted that there is going to be some form of a water ski here. Right now, honestly, I feel like the most plausible new feature that Asimo's adding is going to be some form of codes or leveling system because, I mean, if you think about it right now, Jailbreak progress is mostly made about money and maybe arrests. It depends on who you ask. So eventually, once you have enough money to get all the vehicles in the game gets kind of boring. So I believe if they had it some form of a rebirth or whatever it's called, like a prestige rebirth, whatever, kind of simulator style restart to the entire game where you lose all your money, you lose all that stuff. Basically makes money no longer the main focus of the game. Will probably make a huge change to this game. Maybe some people play longer, but then it would probably be counterintuitive. So levels might not necessarily work too well because especially the prestige. But if there's levels without prestige, then it would work. But then the same thing again. Once you beat all the levels, there's really nothing else to do in this game. Well, maybe you need levels to prestige or something like that. But then that gets a bit ragey kind of like that. So a code system would also be fairly amazing because then we could release codes for limited time items. Basically every game on Roblox right now has some form of a codes feature. Pretty much all the simulators, Build a Boat for Treasure has it, and I believe a few other games like Mining Simulator, yeah, obviously because it's a simulator. There's a few games that don't have it like Lumber Tycoon 2 and some other random things. But most popular games right now have a code system. So the thing about codes is there could be very overhyped, but then some people like the codes because it could be super rare, only the first 100 of them work Pet Simulator style, which make basically any code redeemed item super duper rare, and it would allow them to give you ridiculously amazing vehicles, but then it will be kind of rigged and only most rich people would have those, and it'll be most of the tryhards that are super toxic as well. The codes honestly might not work too well at all. And now the last idea that most everyone's been thinking of is some form of nuke system. And honestly, the nukes, it wouldn't be a bad idea because it'll probably cost a lot of Robux, so only the most wealthy people would be able to drop it. But then if you would get some form of crazy good price, or maybe it's a game pass that costs a lot but you can activate it unlimited amount of time, but it takes an hour real life time between each activation or something along the lines of that. Or maybe just you have to go into a different server, but you can't do it in a VIP server, you have to go in public. It'll probably be a great way to promote live streams and stuff like that, or events where you just go in there, activate the nuke, and especially if it costs upwards of 40,000 Robux for the game pass, the Pet Simulator one, which honestly that Pet Simulator one is kind of crazy. So if Jailbreak has something like that, then it wouldn't be too different because I mean, considering that Pet Simulator has been on the front page for quite a bit of time, and they have that huge one, and they've probably been receiving a ton of criticism for having the huge amount of Robux for a Game Pass thing, then I think Jailbreak might have something like that. Okay, so I just joined another Leaks game, and this one has vehicles pretty much everywhere. If you look over here very closely, see there's a bunch of Bugattis here. And yeah, I think are they Bugattis or are they Audi R8s? I think they look like R8s to me. Maybe they found this mesh on Asimo's secret messages account or something like that that I have no idea of right now. But I mean, if someone finds Asimo's messages, then that's always a pretty good thing, right? So aside from the hot mess of vehicles here, I believe yeah, R8 could definitely be one of the vehicles that are coming to the game. There might be some form of water boat, maybe a drivable train. Alright, so finally after such a long time of finding a server that actually works, I had to make a VIP server just so that the cars would actually spawn here. Because every other server has flooded car arena over here. So this is basically what the R8 would presumably look and sound like, and I highly doubt this sound would actually be in use because Asimo would probably create something new. Or use the McLaren or Ferrari or a convertible, that sound effect for this vehicle. Maybe the Bugatti one as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you that secret tunnel that everyone's been talking about because Asimo posted it. Alright, so here we go. We see this tunnel over here. Obviously this person decided to put their name over there. This tunnel right here is super incomplete right now. All it has is just these 3 tunnels here. It could be a mine, but I mean, considering that Asimo said there wouldn't be a robbery this update, which is honestly kind of disappointing, because usually the June and December updates are when they add new robberies. So honestly, I wish they had added some form of robbery, but I mean, if there isn't a robbery, at least increase the prices on the current stores, and also Asimo can stop cheating as well, because that would be amazing. So I guess this will basically wrap up the update here. I personally think that the new big feature is going to be nukes, because all the other like leveling system and codes, honestly, like it's good for short term like a player boost, but long term it's not really going to do anything. Nukes will just add like an additional layer of fun, kind of to like what Rocket Fuel does. So basically, people that can do it will do it, and yeah, you know, it's kind of amazing. Okay, it depends on how good the nukes are. Honestly, a leveling system may be added, depends on like what they eventually make it to be like, because like a traditional leveling system may or may not work, because it'll eventually hit an end. It'll be that's it. But if it's an endless system where it just adds an exponential amount of XP needed to advance, then it could be like theoretically possible. But I mean, still the most no-life people that just constantly play the game and just arrest or rob will still be at the top. So I guess I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. If you guys enjoyed this winter update, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think it's gonna be. Be sure to press like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.